Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another DJI Fridays from your channel Puerto Rico Sky Views. My name is Emmanuel Santiago, and today I will be taking you on an adventure that I had last Sunday when I was called to film a very special event here on my hometown, which all of the boats that are on the Bay Area, they moved to the southern part of the Bay Area, which is huge. And at the same time, they start to travel across the bay, creating a spectacular show or display of all of the boats. And from the air, it looks insane. They only do this activity only once. So local businesses and entrepreneurs are very hungry for this kind of content because they want to showcase and show the people that they actually care for local customs. But before we go on that adventure, I want to thank all of the subscribers. We are 600, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I am always giving reviews, my real world experience, adventure like the ones that you're about to see on this channel. So I hope to keep providing value for my community right here. And if you would like to leave a suggestion, a comment, or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And last but not least, when the video sequence finishes, stay around because I will give you some tips and tricks to avoid problems when doing this kind of shoots that could take several hours to complete. So we have arrived at my location. I've selected this spot because I know the traffic will be horrendous because of the activity that we are about to film. To give you a little bit of context, this activity is an activity where all of the boats in the Bay Area of Aguadilla, my hometown, they gather up at the very beginning of or the southern point of the bay, and basically they all gather there. And at a certain point in time, they start sailing across the bay, and they create this huge path full of boats, small jet skis, and from the skies, this looks amazing. It only occurs once every year because it's tied to a religious celebration, Catholic celebration, where they get a large figure of the Virgin Mary, and they put it onto a boat. Now, I've been tasked with filming the Virgin Mary, but it is very hard to film the actual original one because there are tons and tons of boats, as we will hopefully see, because to be honest, they really take their time. And the sailing across the bay, it could appear at any moment in time. So we have to be very vigilant on the situation right there. And so now let's get flying. So now I'm ready to fly my Mavic 3. This is the first time that I will be flying under the Mavic 3 platform for this kind of activity. So what I like to do is open my sunroof and keep myself in the car where it's cool with AC and won't get heat fatigue. So I really recommend flying. If you have a car with a sunroof, doing this, it's amazing. It will elevate your experience. You will feel so much more comfortable, and maybe the shots will end up looking so much better. So like I mentioned, I already took off the drone. It's in the air. I will be sharing my drone's view for you guys to see. The day, it's a little bit cloudy on some points I see here. Let's move a little bit forwards. Oh yeah, these rocks, they look amazing.
So the first shot that I want to do is a reveal shot of the bay area. So what I'm gonna do is move a little bit forward, and then with the gimbal move it upwards, so we get that awesome reveal shot. We can also get those colors in the water. It looks amazing. It's unbelievable that I live like 5 minutes and from this area. It's just, I will have to revisit this area with my FPV drone, because that little spot with all those rocks and colors, I bet it will look sweet on my FPV drone. It has been almost 35 minutes. The boats are still on the southern part of the bay, and they don't seem to be moving. I anticipated this, but I am also glad that actually my Mavic 3, the battery life is almost 40 minutes. So I will be bringing my drone back and putting another battery and flying it again. So we're back in the air, battery pack number 2. I have 3 batteries because I bought the Fly More combo of this drone, and I've already spent 20 minutes trying to see or look at which one of the boats will the Virgin Mary little statue will be. And yeah, I will keep looking, but definitely will be sharing some of the scenes that I am capturing. I am shooting in normal profile. I'm not shooting this time in D-Log, because I want to save some space, because I only have like 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes micro SD card. So I really want to save some space in order to get all the footage that I possibly can, because local businesses are very interested. They are very invested in this kind of activity when it happens, because it's a very special moment for us here in our hometown. So I will put up a sequence right now of some shots that I will be getting for you guys to see and enjoy. I will have to do the third battery change. The boats are still not moving from the southern part of the bay area. As you can see here, I have these 2 batteries right here. Let me go ahead and manage the camera a little bit. I have these 2 batteries right here depleted, and I only have that last battery, which will be my last resort when flying this drone. Hopefully this battery will give me the exact same amount of time, like around 38 minutes of flight time. With the current wind conditions, the day remains a little bit cloudy, but it gets sunny at some parts. I guess that the sky, it's partially cloudy. It is very cloudy at the very end of the bay right now. But under the other end of the bay, it appears to be a little bit more sunny. It appears to be clearing up. So guys, I will be doing the battery change, and hopefully, if I get the chance of filming the boats, I will be sharing that moment with you guys as well. I've run into an issue with the Mavic 3. It has lost connectivity. I have no bars, no satellites. It seems to be lost on top of a very popular restaurant here in Aguadilla, which is called Sal de Mar. And right now in my on the spot that I am, it's a little bit rainy. I'm a little bit worried. I will try to get the drone back. I will see if I can complete the mission and still get the shot done. Okay, so stay tuned, and I will give you an update if I am able to get my drone back. The DJI Mavic 3 is now lost, so I don't know, guys. Let's see if I can get out of this one with the drone alive. Okay guys, quick update. My drone, I have been able to get it back. I just moved my cart a little bit more forwards, and yeah, right now it's been very stressful. It's been a very stressful flight, but yeah, I'm already at 25%. It already gave me a warning of getting back home. I already see the boats moving forwards, so I will definitely get a small window, a small chance to try and see if I can get the little statue, which is the money maker right here, because some local business have already called me and said that they will pay for this footage if I can include actual footage from the statue. And I haven't, oh, here they come, here they come. I received text messages from a friend of mine that it will be on a flag boat with flags and stuff like that. So now I will try to return my drone. It has like 15% and it's now fighting with me, and it's telling me to return to home. It's getting it's quite the time and the distance from here. I don't see the drone, and as you can see, my sunroof is open. The drone was in auto home return because it override my controller at that point in time. I had visuals of the drone, but if you can see, terrain here is very steep. It's like a mountain, and it was quite an experience, but finally, ultimately, yeah, it made it back. It really made it back. I am so surprised about the performance of this drone. Right now, I have it with no batteries because that battery is, I don't know, it has 4 bars. It has like 1 bar, and it had like 10% when it arrived here or less. That was, yeah, it was quite the experience. Oh my God, yeah, this thing, it's beeping and making all sorts of overrides and stuff. Oh, guys, this has been quite the experience, okay? So I will be going back into the studio and basically giving you an overview of the experience that I just had.
Well, we are back in the studio. Awesome experience, right? It was very thrilling, it was stressful, it was fun, but ultimately, yes, I am very happy that I went out that day and I took all of those shots, because yes, my partners, my business partners, they were all thrilled to see the videos. They were all very pleased with the quality produced from the Mavic 3 in this case. And yes, I find that the Mavic 3, the battery life is excellent, but even though it is excellent, and even though it's advertised that it gets 40 plus minutes of flight time, you have to be careful and you have to make wise choices in order to take advantage of this great machine. Now, another thing that I would like to recommend you guys when performing this kind of works, if you are able to get out of your car and film outside, do that instead of filming inside of the car, because the connection problem, I have found that it was due to me being inside of the car with all windows up. And yeah, I was really comfortable, and I think that for that situation where there was very bad traffic that day, it was optimal. But if you can, and if you can go outside your car and I don't know, bring a share with you, or I don't know, just stand up and fly the drone, that will be the better choice. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer: some of the scenes were filmed on another day because of the weather conditions at the time, and also I had multiple issues flying the Mavic 3 that day, such as low battery. Yes, you heard right, low battery. Even though I had like 40 minutes of flight time for each battery, the event, yes, it was very lengthy, and yeah, I ended up using all of the batteries that I had for the Mavic 3, which are 3 at the time. Oh, and last but not least, always take into consideration the wind when you are flying, because even though this drone is pretty strong, winds here are like crazy. We were at pretty high altitude, and at pretty high altitude you get pretty strong winds. So to compensate for that, what I did is fly a little bit the drone, check the direction of the wind. In my case, I always had that tailwind when I was going into the sea, so when I tried to return, that tailwind was actually hitting the drone from the front, and it actually had produced more stress into those motors, and I saw it draining the battery each and every time that I was driving the drone into my car. Man, it was very stressful, because sometimes I calculated like I had like 25% of battery, but when returning, those 25% or 30%, they started dropping like crazy. I could not believe my eyes, but it made sense. Yes, the wind was very strong, and yes, I suggest that when you're flying a drone, make sure that the tailwind is actually pointing towards the car when the drone is returning to you. That's a valuable tip, because if you're running on low fumes right there on the battery, you will need that tailwind to carry your drone safely, or maybe give you a little bit of speed boost. That's all for today's DJI Fridays. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and if you need a tip, if you want to ask me questions, please leave them on the comment section down below. I saw a comment, a very valuable comment on last Friday's video, commenting about the Altel Evo 2 Pro or something, I think it's called. I am very interested in actually reviewing an Altel Evo drone to check for the differences and stuff, because I have never touched one of those drones, and I hope to be reviewing one in the future. So let me know, what do you think about Altel Evo drones in the comment section down below, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one.